Hello Parhakoos, how you doing? I hope you're doing well. So I'm here with another very important concept in geometry, that is that of a plane. So let's start off. Previously we have seen the concept of a line for which 2 points are needed, and when we join them, so line is formed. Now let's consider some more points. Let's say like this. Now, if I join, these are non-collinear points. Non-collinear means that they are not on the same line. So when these non-collinear points are joined, they create a flat surface. So this flat surface in geometry is of very importance, and this is known as plane. So plane is a flat surface which is basically created by different uh, non-collinear points. If we have 2 points, let's suppose, then these 2 points generate a line. To make it a plane, we require one more point at least, which should be non-collinear, that means not on this line, to create a plane. So if I join them, it's a plane. So remember, at least 3 points are required, 3 non-collinear points are required to form a plane. Plane is infinite, that means it extends in both the directions as the line. So it is infinite. You can always consider a part of a plane. Now let's assume that it's an infinite plane, and let's say we have a point on this plane named A, we have another point B, we have another point C, and this is a part of a plane, this ABC. So you can say this is the plane ABC, or you can name it by any small letter like plane N. Now let's see plane in the real life. The infinite plane is impossible, but let's consider some very common example of a flat surface or a plane in geometry. Before seeing the plane in the real life, it's very important to know that plane is two-dimensional. That means it has two dimensions, either length or breadth, or breadth or height, or length or height. So these are the possible scenarios, but it has only two dimensions. That means two measurements. In real life, such kind of plane which has exactly two dimensions, it's impossible, because we live in the world where we see 3D things or three-dimensional things. The purpose of studying, we can neglect one dimension, so we can consider it as a plane. First plane that you see in the real life, you see papers. Although papers are also three-dimensional, it has length, it has width. Thickness is negligible, or it's not considered. So therefore, it can be considered as a plane. It's a flat surface. It has two dimensions. and its third dimension is negligible. So it is a plane. If you see your tabletop is also a very good example of a plane surface. Although it has thickness, but that can be neglected. So it has a length and it has got a width. So this is a plane. Can be considered a part of plane. If you see here in the third picture, you can see the flooring. So if you see the flooring, this is the length, this is the width or breadth. So it can be considered as plane in geometry. The screen of your phones or tablets or your computers or LCDs can be considered as plane because it's a flat surface. It has two important dimensions. It has two dimensions, so it can be considered as plane in geometry. In geometry, you would come to know, you would deal with different shapes like triangle, rectangle, square, rhombus, quadrilateral, trapezium. These all are example of the planes because they are two-dimensional and flat. So I hope that now this concept of plane is clear to you. Have a happy learning. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel.